Everyone calls Riyo loyal, dependable, someone who found her place. But watch her closely. She moves like someone who's already prepared for things to fall apart. So here's the question. What does Riyo know that everyone else ignores? Riyo from Gachiakuta isn't written to be comforting. She's sharp, defensive, hostile, and before we go further, what was your first impression of Riyo? Was it respect, irritation, curiosity? Because how you answer that says a lot. Before the cleaners, before Enjin, Riyo was already surviving the sphere's underside, not trained in safety, not protected by rules, just instinct, reaction, and violence when necessary. Some fans call her an assassin, but here's the truth. While she now works as a cleaner under Enjin and sworn to stop killing, she is still showing a willingness to use lethal force when necessary, such as in her fight against Norde. What it does show is something colder. Riyo learned how to hurt people because hesitation meant death, whether that makes her a killer, a fighter, or just a survivor. Depends on how clean you want the word to sound. Riyo's strength wasn't built through training arcs or mentors. It was built through constant threat, no room for mistakes, and learning which fights were worth finishing. She doesn't waste movement. She doesn't overcommit emotionally. Every action is economical. That's not talent, that's conditioning. People like to say Enjin saved Riyo, but saved her from what exactly? The cleaners still kill. Violence didn't disappear, it got rules. Enjin didn't erase her past, he gave it a system. So here's the harder question. Was Riyo rescued or simply redirected? And which one do you think she actually wanted? Riyo follows Enjin because he's predictable. No false kindness, no moral lectures, no demands for gratitude. He decides, so she doesn't have to. Now ask yourself, is that loyalty? Or just choosing the safest structure to survive inside? Because if that structure collapses, Riyo won't hesitate to move. Here's what most fans won't admit. Riyo hasn't been tested yet. She hasn't chosen wrong. She hasn't betrayed anyone. She hasn't been forced to choose between survival and attachment. So let me ask you, when that moment comes, who do you think Riyo will choose? The team, Enjin, or herself? Riyo isn't here to be understood. She's here to endure, and maybe that's why she never explains herself. Now I want to hear from you. What do you like about Riyo? Or what don't you trust about her? Drop your thoughts below, because Riyo is the kind of character that reveals more about the viewer than the story.